Good afternoon. I'm Cindy from MacEwan Sport and Wellness, and I'm here this afternoon to guide you through a Hatha Yoga Flow. Just please make sure you have some space around you, maybe a mat, yoga mat, and water bottle handy. Let's get started. We are going to start seated today, so find yourself a nice, comfortable, easy seated position. Ideally without any distractions, and eyes can be closed or just gaze soft, whichever feels better for you. Let's begin by bringing our awareness to our physical body, pushing the hips down into the earth and lengthening through the spine, lifting the heart, and now bringing our awareness to our breath. Inhaling to lift the heart and exhaling to engage the core. Connecting to the floor, lengthening the spine. Breathing in through the nose, warming the air as it comes in through our body. Breathing out through the nose or mouth if that feels better. Just continuing with your own rhythm of breath here for a few rounds of breath. Breathing in deeply through the nose and exhaling completely, letting go of anything that no longer serves you today. Perhaps setting an intention for your practice. Ideally, something short and simple and positive. A positive message that you can repeat in your own mind. My intention for today is love. Love for others as well as love for myself. Knowing that in this very moment there is nowhere else for you to be other than right here on your mat. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's begin to connect some movement with our breath. Take a big inhale, send the arms overhead. And a big exhale as we bring our hands through heart center. We'll go again, just moving at your own speed. Inhale to reach. Exhale, hands through heart center. One more time, big breath in. Exhale, hands through heart center. And this time as we inhale, we'll leave our arms overhead, point your fingers to touch, interlock the other fingers. Take a breath in to lengthen through the spine and relax the shoulders down the back. Exhale, take a lean to the side, right or left, you choose. Sending breath to the side body. Breathing in deeply. Exhaling completely. One more inhale. Exhale, let it go. On your next inhale, coming back to a neutral spine, stacking the vertebrae one on top of the other. Take a breath in here, lengthen the spine, relax the shoulders, and exhale, lean over the other direction. Again here, sending breath to the concave side of your body, breathing in deeply, exhaling completely. Taking 2 more full rounds of breath, just like that. When you're ready to come up, inhale, reach those arms overhead, relax the arms, and then just roll out the shoulders. Let's take a seated twist here. We'll take our right hand to the outside of the left knee, and our left hand's just coming behind us. Take a breath in, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, gently twist, looking over that left shoulder. Every inhale, continue lengthening the spine. Every exhale, think about gently twisting a tiny bit farther. One more inhale. One more exhale. And then on your inhale, coming back through center, switching sides. Left hand to the outside of the right knee, right hand behind the right hip. Breathe in to lengthen. Breathe out to twist. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, twisting. One more big inhale here. Exhale, let it go. And then inhale, coming back through center. Nice. Take a big breath in, send your chest to the front of the room. And exhale, round through the spine. Seated cat, cow. Every inhale, the chest lifts. Every exhale, we're rounding and curving through our spine. Let's do one more just like that. Breath in. Breath out. On the inhale, coming to a neutral spine, and then finding tabletop position. Once you're here, we'll carry on with the cat-cow. Just first make sure that your wrists are stacked under your shoulders. There's a slight bend in your elbows. Your knees are under your hips. And then push the floor away. So you're nice and strong through your spine. Take a breath in. Send your chest to the front of the room, back into cow. And then exhale, round through the spine, back into cat. Let's do two more, just moving at your own pace. Noticing the stretch down the front and back side of the body. And then whenever you're ready, I'll just meet you in a neutral spine. Just invite you to send your right leg out behind you. We're moving into spinal balance or bird dog. So knees and toes facing the floor. You can stay there if that's enough, or feel free to lift that back leg up in line with your spine or just slightly lower. Push the floor away with your right hand and then send your left arm out in front. Biceps in line with the ears, gaze in front of the mat, heads in line with the spine. Find some breath. You can choose to stay here, or you can move with breath, exhaling elbow to knee, and then inhale to reach and extend the arm and leg away. Let's do 5 breaths, just like that, moving or holding, your choice. One more round of breath. Reach and extend the arm and leg away, and then find the floor with your hand and your knee. Take a moment here. You can shift your hips side to side. We'll repeat that on the other side. Push the floor away. Send your left leg back this time. Beautiful. From here, again, same options. You can stay there. You could lift the back leg, knees and toes pointing towards the floor, hips square. And then if you still want a little bit more, extend the right arm this time. So always opposite arm to leg for balance. Find breath. Option to stay here or exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach and extend. Good. Carrying on for 5. Moving with breath. One more breath in and out. On that last inhale, reach and extend the arm long, and then find the floor with your hands and knees. You can go as wide as you want with your knees. Sit your hips back. We're moving into child's pose. You can reach the arms out in front, spread the fingers wide, and keep some energy in those arms. Or if you want, you can bend the elbows if that feels better on your shoulders. Just finding some breath here, noticing how the backside of your body's feeling. Breathing in, rib cages are expanding. Breathing out, relaxing into that stretch. One more inhale. Exhale to let it go. And then whenever you're ready, moving with breath, coming back through tabletop position, tucking the toes underneath and sending the hips high into down dog. Knees can be soft, pedal out the feet, spread the fingers wide. Almost like you're trying to tear the mat in half. Moving into a little bit of a vinyasa flow. Take your gaze towards your hands. Take a big breath in. We'll move into high plank. Have a look. Make sure your wrists are under your shoulders. From here, you can drop to the knees if you wish, or you can stay high. Exhale, lower the chest down toward the mat. Inhale, extending the arms into cobra or up dog. And then exhale, tucking the toes underneath and pushing the hips high back into down dog. We'll do a few just like this, starting to get nice and warm. Take a breath in, come back to high plank. Always the option to drop to the knees if you wish. Exhale when you're ready, lowering the chest towards the mat. Inhale, send your heart towards the front of the room, extend the arms, cobra or up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, send the hips high into down dog. Let's go one last time. Inhale when you're ready, shifting forward into plank. Exhale when you're ready, lowering chest to the mat. Inhale, extending arms into cobra up dog. And then exhale, tucking the toes and sending those hips high into down dog. Beautiful. When you're ready, take your gaze towards your hands. Walk or hop your feet towards the front of the mat. Soften the knees. Take a breath in and send those arms out to the side, sweeping those arms up overhead. Hands to heart center. Good. You can relax the arms, finding mountain pose. Grounding the feet into the floor, pushing the floor away, spreading all 10 toes wide. Take a breath in, send the arms back overhead. Exhale, back to heart center and sit the hips back into chair pose. So just like you're sitting back into a chair, keep your chest lifted. And then exhale, take your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. So we're just gently twisting, looking over that right side. Have a look at your knees, make sure that they're still lined up. Take a breath in when you're ready. Find forward fold. You can go as wide as you like with the legs. Maybe find the floor or elbows. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders. You can sway side to side. And then whenever you're ready, soften the knees, take a breath in, and again, sweep those arms out to the side of the room and back up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center, sitting those hips back one more time into chair. And this time, taking the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. And then just have a look at your knees, making any adjustments there. Finding some breath. One more inhale. Exhale, let it go, finding forward fold. Let's find the floor with our hands under our shoulders here, and then step or hop back into our high plank. Find some breath here. And one more time, we're gonna flow. Big breath in, push the floor away. Big exhale, lowering the chest down toward the mat. Inhale, cobra or up dog, chest lifts. Exhale, tuck the toes underneath, push the hips high into down dog. And we'll come into a three-legged dog. So sending our right leg high, bending the right knee, flexing the right foot, and then opening to the side of the room. From here, take your gaze towards your hands and take a big step through your hands with that front leg. And then we'll come up into warrior two. So front foot is facing the front of the mat. We're heel toeing the back leg, nice and long. So the back foot is parallel with the back edge of the mat. Watch the front knee isn't sinking in, that you're opening that knee out. Let's take our arms up, shoulder height, palms down. Relax the shoulders. Soften into the lunge and take your gaze over the front arm. Breathing in, breathing out. Beautiful. From here, we're going to move into a reverse warrior. So tucking your left arm behind you, take a big inhale, send that right arm high towards the sky. And on your exhale, take a lean toward the back of the room. Softening into that pose. Breathing in, breathing out. One more inhale here. Exhale, let it go, and then windmill the arms back up to warrior two. Moving into extended side angle, so the legs will stay exactly as they are. You're just going to windmill your front arm down and your left arm high. You can rest that bottom arm on your leg, or if you want a little bit more core, feel free to extend the arm long. Let's take our gaze up towards the top fingers. Finding a couple of breaths here. On your inhale, again, windmill the arms back up, finding warrior two, gaze over the front arm. And we'll be moving right into crescent lunge. So you can relax the arms and then square your hips. So right leg is still facing forward. Back leg now is square. Our hips are square and that back heel is lifted. Back leg is basically straight. Front knee is bent. Watch your knees over your ankle. And again, imaginary wall, opening that knee out. Take a breath in. Let's send the arms high. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's try a twist from here. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Looking over the right leg. Pushing the hands together, finding some breath. One more breath in. Exhale, let it go. Gently unwinding, stepping forward into forward fold. Soften the knees, and then just allow your body to hang. Letting all of that go. Getting ready to repeat the same sequence on the other side. Finding the floor with your hands under your shoulders. Hop or step your feet back into plank. Always that option to drop to the knees. Breath in, push the floor away. Exhale, lower the chest to the mat. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, toes tuck, pushing the hips high into down dog. From here, moving into three-legged dog on the left side, sending the left leg high, bending that left knee and opening the hip to the side of the room. Finding some breath. When you're ready, gaze to your hands. Take a big step through your hands with that left foot. Again, make sure your knee is over your ankle, and then we'll come up into warrior two. So heel toe your back foot towards the end of the mat. Again, front knee is facing forward. Open to the side of the room. Arms can come up, shoulder height, palms down. Relax the shoulders. Take the gaze over the front arm. Bending through that front knee. Breathing in. Breathing out, almost like you're trying to rip the mat in half with your feet. Let's tuck the back arm behind us. Take a breath in, send the left arm high, and then on the exhale, take a lean to the back of the room. Sending breath to the side body. One more full inhale. Exhale, let it go, and then windmill the arms back to warrior two. Legs stay where they are, shoulders are relaxed, windmilling the left arm down, right arm high, finding extended side angle. Again, you can rest that left arm on your thigh or feel free to extend the arms. Finding some breath. One more inhale. One more exhale. On your next inhale, windmill the arms back up, and then moving into crescent lunge. So left leg stays where it is. We're just turning that back leg in, finding a parallel stance. Hips are square. Take a breath in, arms can rise. Exhale, soften into the lunge. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale here, exhale, twisting right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Pushing the hands together. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more inhale. Exhale, let it go. Find the floor with your hands under your shoulders. Walk your feet forward into forward fold. Take a breath in, this time halfway lift into monkey. Nice straight spine, hands slide up the front of the shins. Exhale, fold. Soften the knees, take a breath in and allow those arms to sweep out to the side of the room, overhead. And then exhale, find mountain pose. Just take a moment here, reset, roll the shoulders, grab a sip of water if you like. We're going to be moving into some single leg standing balancing work. So once you're ready, you can just find the top of your mat. I'm going to stand in the middle of the mat, just so hopefully you can see me a little bit better. And then let's just find mountain pose. Externally rotate, open through the shoulders and chest. Fingers facing forward. Fingers are spread wide. Notice your heart pumping. Notice how you're feeling. Perhaps swaying a little bit side to side. And maybe swaying front to back. And then maybe making some little circles. Transferring that weight front to side, back and around. And then just take a moment and also go the other direction. Beautiful. All right, let's start by grounding into our right foot. Spread the toes wide and then start to peel your left heel off the floor. If that's enough, feel free to stay there. Otherwise, we'll try to lift that leg a little bit higher, perhaps hugging the knee all the way into the chest. You decide, whatever feels manageable for you. Maybe you want to rotate ankles. Ideally, finding one focal point so we're not falling over. Beautiful. Let's allow that leg to come down. We're still on the same side. We're just going to open up through the hips. So send the knee to the side of the room. Be careful that you're not just sinking into the hip you're standing on. So lengthen through the spine and lift from the hips. If that's enough, feel free to stay there with the toes on the floor, or you can find the inside of the leg, ideally below or above the knee. Please try not to push right into joints. And into tree pose. Take a breath. You can keep your hands there nice and stable, or you can find some branches. Finding some focus, finding some breath, finding some balance. Remembering to love yourself. This is not a competition with you or anybody else. Take one more breath in. Exhale, let it all go, and then find the floor with both feet. Take a moment, maybe shake out the ankles, maybe the arms, the hips, shake it off. We are going to repeat that on the other side. So this time, grounding down through the left foot, right heel lifts. Again, lifting through the hips and the spine. If that's enough, stay there. Or maybe a little higher. Or maybe hugging knee to chest. Finding your drishti point, one focus point. Breathing in, breathing out. One more inhale. Exhale, let it go, and then allow that foot to float to the floor. Heels are lifted. Externally rotate from your hip, knee points to the side of the room. Again, options to stay there, or you can lift that foot to the inside of the leg. Finding focus. Noticing how maybe one side doesn't feel exactly the same as the other. That's okay. Once you feel like you're organized, feel free to make some branches or not, your choice. Let's find some breath, find some focus. One more big inhale here. Exhale to let it go, and then relax the arms, relax the legs, shake it all out. All right, so one more balancing exercise while we're standing. We'll move into kind of a standing pigeon pose. So let's bring the weight onto our right foot this time. Couple of options here. You can either choose to just cross your left foot over top of your right and then hinge forward from the hips from here, pushing into that right hip, getting a stretch into the glutes and side of your hip. Or if you want a little bit more of a balance challenge and a deeper stretch, feel free to bend the left knee, flex the left foot, so crossing ankle above knee. Take a breath in here and then start to hinge forward from here. You may not get far, that's okay. Or you might be able to find the floor, or maybe a block or a pillow or a chair or whatever else you might have handy. So find some breath. One more breath in. One more breath out. And then on your inhale, slowly unwinding, coming up one vertebrae at a time, finding the floor with both feet. Whew, that's good foot and ankle stability work while we're here. Let's switch sides. So again, you can either just cross the right foot over top of the left, or you can choose to cross the ankle above the knee, foot flexed, protecting your knee. Take a breath in to lengthen, and exhale, slowly start hinging forward. Moving with your own breath. There is no perfect yoga pose. It is a yoga practice. We're here for 3 more rounds of breath. Breathe deeply. And when you're ready, take a breath in. Slowly start to unwind, and then find the floor with your feet. Shake it out. Let's go wide with the legs. Knees and toes turned out about 45 degrees. Take a big breath in. Send those arms up high overhead. Exhale. We're bending through the knees and bending the elbows into the side of the body. Inhale to reach and extend. Exhale to bend. Just moving through your own range of motion, noticing how that feels in your inner thighs and your shoulders and your back. Let's do 3 more just like that. Exhale to bend. Inhale to reach. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Inhale, reaching overhead, turning your toes and knees to face the front of the room, relaxing the arms, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. So knees can be soft. Take a breath in, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, hinge forward with a nice straight spine. And then just reaching for the floor. Again, chair, block, pillow, whatever you've got there. You might want to reach for opposite elbows. You might want to reach your arms through your legs, just depending how you're feeling here today. You can take a moment, kind of shift your weight side to side. Stretch out those inner thighs. Notice how you're feeling. Good. Let's take the hands back out in front. Take a breath in, soften the knees, hands to the thighs, coming up with a straight spine. Beautiful. Heel toe the feet together, roll the shoulders back and down, take a step toward the top of your mat. We'll do a couple of flows together and then we'll meet on the mat for some stretching. Take a breath in, arms rise. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips. Inhale here, halfway lift into monkey. Exhale to fold. Find the floor with your hands under your shoulders, step or hop back into plank. Breath in, push the floor away. Breath out, lower the chest to the mat. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, tuck toes, send hips high into down dog. One more just like that. Take your gaze towards your hands. Walk or hop your feet forward. Take a breath in here, soften the knees. Inhale, arms float overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward, hinging from the hips. Inhale, halfway lift or monkey. Exhale to fold. Find the floor with your hands. Hop or step into plank. Exhale, lowering the chest to the mat. Let's stay all the way down on our tummies this time. Good. You can bend your arms, elbows out to the side. And then just take your hands to the front of your forehead. Taking a breath in, moving into some low back strengthening work. So we're lifting our chest away from the floor. We're going to lift our feet into a hover. From here, we're just going to swan dive the arms. Inhale, reach the arms forward. Watch out for any water bottles or props you might have nearby. Exhale, swim the arms, palms face the side of the legs. Inhale, reach, still hovering, lifting that belly button away from the mat. Exhale, swim. Let's do 3 more just like that. Breathe in, extend the arms forward. Breathe out, swimming those arms down and around. 2 more at your own speed. And then on this last one, taking your hands under your shoulders, coming through tabletop and finding child's pose. Finding a few breaths here. Resting your head on the mat, or if you want, you can make fists and use those under your forehead or a block or a pillow. Beautiful. Whenever you're ready to move, just coming into a seated position. Bring the legs in front. Let's bend the knees. We'll find butterfly. Soles of the feet to touch, knees to the side of the room. Beautiful. Take a breath in, lengthen through the spine. Exhale here when you're ready, lowering your chest towards your feet. Just as far as you're comfortable until you notice that stretch into your hips and your groin. If you're noticing anything tight, just try to send some breath. One more inhale. Exhale, let it go. On your inhale, slowly coming up, extending your right leg out to the side, bending your left knee and finding the inside of that right leg. Let's keep our sit bones on the mat, but turn our torso towards that straight leg. Flex the foot so toes are coming towards you. And then inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hinge forward with a straight spine. Notice the stretch through the calf and the hamstring up into the low back. We'll be staying on the same side. So if it's your right leg that's straight, it's your right arm that's going to drop down. Finding either the top of your leg, or if you're a little bit more flexible, if you need more, you can come to the floor. Take a breath in here, and then on the exhale, open your left arm up toward the ceiling. So finding that stretch to the back of the shoulders and into your back. Finding one more breath here. And then when you're ready, just slowly unwinding the same way you got there and coming back to seated. We'll switch legs. So extending the left leg, bending the right knee. Take a breath in. Notice your sit bones on the mat. Turn your body towards the straight leg. Flex the foot. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hinge forwards. And hands can go on your thigh, or if you want to reach for your toes, whatever feels right for you. And then again on this side, same arm as leg, left arm dropping. Take a breath in, and then exhale, open your right arm up toward the ceiling. Breathing in, breathing out. One more inhale. Exhale, let it go. Unwind. Beautiful. Let's bend our knees, bring our hips toward the top of the mat here. We're just going to roll down for some final relaxation. So knees could be bent, or you can extend your legs long, whatever feels comfortable for you. Arms can go beside you, palms up if you like, or palms down if you want a little bit more grounding. Again, let's close our eyes, or just take a soft gaze. Bringing our awareness one more time to the physical body lying on the floor, noticing any points of contact, perhaps the back of your heels, back of your legs, the back of your hips, shoulders, and the back of your head. Noticing your physical body lying comfortably on the floor, breathing in through your nose to a count of 4, and exhaling for a count of 8. So just trying to make those exhales longer than the inhales. Trying to find some stillness and some calmness in our body. Let's take one more breath in. Big, long exhale. Hugging one or both knees towards the chest, perhaps gently rocking side to side. Beautiful. And then just rolling onto your side, right or left, you can decide. Knees are bent, resting your head on that bottom arm. Taking a moment here, breathing in. Breathing out. Whenever you feel ready to move, using that front hand as a guide and making your way back up to any comfortable seated position. Taking a breath in when you're ready, arms can rise overhead. Exhale, hands through heart center, bowing down. The love in me salutes the love in you. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.